something that I noticed in the text and that I want to know is like why did Othello believe everything that Iago said about Desdemona instead of trusting her and not getting jealous? Yeah.
Next.
Okay, my question is, does Iago have jealousy issues?
I wonder if Othello.
Maybe just put it like so up in his face. Just like put it put it on the table.
But
and then have it.
his voice won't come up.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
He said, like Mr. Smith said.
Okay.
Do you have your question or not? Okay, that's all.
I'll hold it for you and then.
My question is, what jealousy does to people that they kind of start forgetting about their feelings, like Othello did. He was in love with Desdemona, but the love became a hatred because of nothing. So what jealousy does really?
Okay, my question is, does jealousy change a person? Like, take for example Othello. In the beginning of the play, he was really stable. He knew what he was doing. Like he was like this warrior. Like was it warrior? Yeah. Like, and then he became really like crazy, and then he wouldn't really see the truth in anything, right? And he was so honest, so he like was a complete like the other side of a coin, right? And another question is like, is there like many factors as to why people get jealous? So take for instance Bianca, her case, like she might have not been like the main character in the play, but when she was making the hand, when Cassio gave the handkerchief, she tossed it back to him. She's like, I don't want the remains of like some other chick, and maybe it could have been because like he didn't contact her for such a long time since he was like not lieutenant.
So should we pick one of those questions maybe?
Yeah.
I like
the last one maybe.
Wait, which one was that one?
It's
I like the one where you said like, does jealousy change a person or something? That one, yeah. Mm-hmm. If we were going to talk about that one, something I have to say is like, I would think like no, it doesn't change a person. Like I would think Othello always had that in him from the start, because like in one of these pages, I forgot which one, he kind of tells us like how passion is his downfall or whatever, right?
So it's kind of foreshadowing in the play.
Yeah, and I think it's always been a part of his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of his flaw. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How every hero has a flaw or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So did we choose one?
That question.
Okay.
Or is everyone okay with that question?
yeah.
It was kind of like similar to mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, so who wants to hold it now? So, are we answering like what?
No, we could just like if you have an idea.
So like, I don't know, I don't think that jealousy changed Othello, but it was like his weak point. So like, you know, he was like triggered by that, because I guess like his life has been so hard all the time, and he had like lots of difficulties that he never really felt love in his life. So when he was like feeling this love with Desdemona, the fear of losing that love made him like lose his mind. Not that forget about his love, but because he was like so scared that he would not be loved by Desdemona anymore, or like the one time that he felt love, it was a lie. So that made him kind of like
Wait, did the story actually ever say that he'd never been loved before? Like
no, he didn't. But like he has been a slave and has had a really hard life, so he has not had the time.
He's black, so he
Yeah.
gets a lot of negative comments and stuff. Like I remember in the beginning, and Ravantio was like constantly coming with like racistic comments and always like referring to people being black and black and dark.
Yeah, and it also makes sense because like I think Othello's like 50 or whatever, right? Since he's like a Desdemona's dad's age, right? And then he's like, so the fact that he's single until he met Desdemona, I mean, like he probably never had much of a love life before her. Yeah.
Yeah, like the hand, like the scene with her hand. Like, you can use that example, like what you just said. You can find it.
The hand?
Yeah, like you know how it's so moist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't that have something to do with like her being a liar or whatever?
Yeah. And then it's so like moist. I don't know what it said, but yeah.
What else? Yeah.
Should we choose a different one?
I don't know.
So no, we are like going on the format. So, if do you think that we have answered with the text or not?
Like the first question, what do I?
If people change.
If people change.
Yeah. So how are we gonna use the text?
No, yeah. Or using the text, right?
Yeah, I think the answer is no. But his jealousy was always there. It was just not showing.
Yeah, like if I can find that.
Until he reached the point where he kind of just broke down and he couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was like a quotation in the text that said something about like his passion is his downfall or whatever. Do you guys know like where that is? Because we could use that as
Which one?
answering with the text. How there was one point where he said like passion is like my downfall or something. To that
Yeah,
effect,
that was
right?
like the big beginning kind of.
Because that would be
That was like in the
textual evidence for
before
us.
the.
Was it before like her dad came in?
No. No, that was like before the climax.
I don't remember. Oh my god.
Whatever facial expression I make, Mr. Smith will see. I'm like, nah. So weird. Where the heck is it? It should be somewhere around here.
That's okay. Well, even if we don't find it, we can just say that's a textual evidence because we all remember it was
It is there.
We just don't know where it is.
Exactly where. Another thing that's kind of connected is that I think it's Emilia that says it, that there's not a reason why you're being jealous, you're just jealous. So that's why like it can't really change you because it's always been there inside you. Yeah. What is that quote again? It's
but jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for they are jealous.
Yeah.
'Tis a monster begot upon itself, born on itself. So like, jealous people are not jealous because of a reason, but it's like a condition, like a choice, like voluntary.
it's like something that triggers them
Right.
inside them.
And so then
but-
it's always with them.
Yeah.
Because it's not a choice that they like take upon themselves or something. I think,
So the scene in Act 3.
Yeah, that's textual evidence. Okay, next question.
Where else do I see examples of people behaving or reacting for the same reasons?
It's on my face again.
I don't know, like
A lot.
like sometimes like I remember in my middle school we had a soccer tournament between like elementaries with different districts, and we won. So the team that lost against us started swearing and fingering at us, right? Little kids, yeah, we're like 8.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I feel like it could have been just a trigger of like of their nature and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to get jealous if you are like the jealous type. There's not a lot that you need to experience to like get that jealousy to trigger inside you.
And it's kind of funny because the whole soccer tournament was to bring us closer because we're from different districts. But I guess like since they lost and we won, it showed like, oh, there's a wedge, there's a difference because they're not. It's kind of like an in group and out group thing. You're not part of us. But we won.
Okay, what's the next?
Move next question.
I think it's kind of soon.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of one. Well, okay, maybe like kind of in World War II, Hitler kind of, you know how he kind of promoted the Aryan race and wanted the Jews exterminated and blah 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 because he considered them subhuman and stuff like that. But whereas Hitler himself wasn't Aryan, like he had dark hair and brown eyes, and so I feel like that could have been like he was jealous maybe of like other Aryan people.
But Aryans are dark.
No, aren't Aryans the ones with blonde hair and blue eyes?
Aryans are like, I am Aryan.
No, but I mean like the race that Hitler was trying to promote was the blonde hair, blue eyes
It
kind
was
of
something
people.
Anglic.
He was Aryans, but well, actually, I don't know why he called himself Aryan because Aryans were in like where Middle East is now, so they were like in my country.
Well, point is, I think he was jealous of like the blonde haired, blue eyes people. Sorry, what?
We're getting off topic.
Are we?
Yeah.
Or, no, or I'm just trying to say like how Hitler, like that could have been a point in history where someone was jealous, like he was jealous of that group, and so he caused suffering to the people who weren't that group.
I heard that the reason why he got jealous was because like the Jews started to take all the jobs and stuff in Germany because there were so many of them.
Or I think that was just like a what do you call it? Like propaganda or whatever to kind of get people to believe that. But in reality that wasn't the case.
No.
But yeah.
But he had like a hatred against them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that kind of ties into what we were saying before. Like a jealousy is just kind of like triggered or whatever. Like the fact that there were like a bunch of Jews taking jobs from Germany wasn't even true since they only made up like around 2% of the population. But the fact that he had managed to like get rampant rumors around and propaganda around caused like this widespread jealousy amongst Jews, I guess, and then therefore their eventual persecution.
But I'm not sure if it was for jealousy because like he didn't even consider Jews as humans to be jealous of them. You know? So you can't be jealous of someone so much less than you. He was like, they're not even humans. So because they are not humans, they don't deserve anything. You know?
But what's weird is I think Hitler was part of the group who he was targeting because he wanted to salvage like the blonde hair, blue eyes race, but he himself wasn't. So maybe that just shows, I guess, him individually was jealous of them, kind of, maybe.
I think it started as jealousy and then it got into hatred and like it got really extreme. But yeah.
Any other examples where this is used? Types of history.
It could be in movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Mean Girls?
High school drama.
High school drama.
Fiction.
Yeah, but that's actually really true though. In high school, there's a lot of like drama and jealousy, complication between friends, between relationships, and yeah.
It shows a side that you never knew about a person. Like when you first meet a person, like you get this different. It's a first impression, right? So with Othello, we're like, oh, he's so
nice.
Yeah, he's like great. He is.
Yeah.
But then through jealousy, he became like killed his own wife. And then so it's kind of like that. Like you meet a person, first impression. Like, oh, they're so nice, and then also, when they feel like kind of insecure about you or see you as a threat or a competition, they like try to get rid of you or like jump across you in a sense. Eric's example could be good. Mean Girls.
You know, a book that I read that is like, it's not a romance or anything, but so